Sup, my name is Rui for the Counts Network. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Super episode 54. I'm back, bitches. I took about 3 weeks off from Dragon Ball Super because I've been working on quite a lot of things for other channels, so this week I can actually basically marathon the shit out of Gotham Season 1, Season 2, and cut the videos I need to do for that, finish up the Comic-Con stuff, and get everything out I was supposed to get out, but I've been terrible about. You have my apologies. I was kind of doing research for the new Ghost Rider and some Arrow stuff, but we're moving closer and closer to the premiere date, so I need to get it underway. With that said, let's get into this review. So this episode focuses heavily on Trunks, and basically he's starting to get his confidence back, like, oh, I could just go to Goku and Vegeta and they could take him out. And part of me kind of forgot that Trunks still doesn't know about Super Saiyan Blue and finds about in this episode. He's like, use the power that Goku use and don't hold back. And Vegeta's like, I skipped Super Saiyan 3, man. But I jumped all the way to Super Saiyan, Blue. I even skipped Red. I'm so much better than Kakarot. And just, it was nice to see that from Vegeta. To see that side of him again. It's just like, you know what? Fuck Goku. You're my son. You're not gonna be a patsy. You're gonna deal with Black Goku all by yourself in the future, and you're gonna have to kill him in one way or another. And I like that. I want to see future Trunks get Trunk. I don't want to have another Gohan situation where this character does not get his full potential for whatever reason. I know Gohan had a very happy ending, still has a happy ending for the most part. I really do know that, but still, it drives me fucking nuts. Seeing Bulma and Pilaf working together, how the hell doesn't she realize who that is? Jeez. But I'm just going to let it slide again like I do every single week. They're kind of like the Team Rocket of the show right now. You know, they're there for comedy humor. Slowly but surely, Dragon Ball Super starting to get back to its Dragon Balls and Dragon Ball Z roots to a degree. It's starting to feel more natural. The arcs are being spread out it feels longer. The mystery's there again. Maybe because it's just we knew what was happening that we haven't gotten that feeling yet, and now we're finally getting it. But jeez, man, jeez. That whole thing with the whole crush thing, I was like, oh god, not this again. I can't dig it because of freaking Arrow. I'm sorry, and I know we're talking about Dragon Ball Super here, but when you look at it and you've reviewed Arrow for as many seasons, 2 that I have, geez, it just gets to you where you're like, this is too much lovey-dovey at the moment. I like how Goku's Zamasu didn't seem evil to me, but, he's got that key that reminds me of Black, and we're starting to basically put the puzzle pieces where they need to belong, and once fucking again, god damn it, Goku. Not Goku. God damn it. Just, the fact that we're not getting an episode next week is the Olympics. But we are getting Ninja Turtles, so hooray. I mean, it's a trade-off. We don't get Super, but we get Ninja Turtles. So if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, next week. Finally. Next week. I think it's Sunday the episode will be, the next episode will be up. But the Kaioshin of the Universe 10 tries out, hey, your tea tastes kind of funny. Let me show you the future of this whole thing. So he pretty much just set up Zamasu to go, you know what, here you go. This is how you get into the future and shit. But I like how, they're doing this whole thing where these green rings are for every time someone changed made a new universe or whatnot. Trunks did that one. So I think that's why Black hates Trunks. But what do I know? Because they're kind of the same person. I don't know. There's so many kind of things did he go back into the past, take Goku right before he died, fuse with them because of the Botaru earrings? There's so many ways that they can actually do this. And if you saw the Amazon leak, I haven't talked about it because it was leaked stuff, and I usually don't like to. But there was these photos. This little thing you could buy on Amazon from the Japanese site or whatnot, and it has the anime characters on it, and it's for the month of August, they do this with a lot of animes, and one of those had Black Goku with pink hair, which is pretty much saying this is his Super Saiyan form. See what he does? And it's kind of Yeah, you kind of get in that moment like, I feel like this arc's going to be a hell of a lot longer than we expect it to be. This is making me excited. I like what this episode brought to the table. I like how it's starting to feel like Dragon Ball Z again. I even like seeing Vegeta being a dick to Trunks because Trunks needed that kind of like kick in the man balls. Like, you know what? You're my son. You're a Saiyan. You gotta have pride. I'm not gonna fight your battles for you. In the future, I'm dead. In here, I'm alive, but I can't be traveling out there because what happens the next time? When there's someone even stronger than Black Goku who comes and tries to take over your world. What are you going to do? And I like that Vegeta addressed that. Because you never know what's next. And I like how the Omni King is pretty much like, I want to meet Goku! And Beerus and Whis' like whole reaction is just insane. I think Omni King knows something about Black Goku, and we may figure it out. Maybe he'll give it details. I don't really know. I kind of feel like Omni King's going to have some kind of a role, or maybe he just wants to talk to Goku for some odd reason. Maybe he just wants to know what cheese tastes like. I don't know. I don't know what to think. But great episode nonetheless. Go see it. We're in the reptile room, so you may hear some crashing while I close out this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to try to get out those other videos that I'm just being delayed on left and right over the next few days. And Ninja Turtles will be back on Sunday. Hallelujah. But Dragon Ball Super goes on break. QQ. See you guys on the next one. As always, I'm Ryu. I'm going to pass on the floor. But peace.